Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Drawabox homework videos. In the previous video, I did the plotted and rough perspective exercises of the boxes section, and now I'll continue with the remaining two exercises in lesson 1. Okay, so the exercise you see me doing now is called the rotated boxes exercise. This is definitely the hardest exercise in all of lesson 1. And Uncomfortable, the creator of these lessons, stressed that most people wouldn't be able to achieve the expected results. Nevertheless, he believes that we should try to do our best anyway. So, the main goal of the exercise is to draw a sphere of boxes. To do this, you start off by drawing two main axes on the page using a ruler with a box right in the middle. Then, draw an additional box at the end of each axis. These are going to act as guides for the other boxes that you'll be drawing. Notice that I use the ruler only for the main axis, and everything else is drawn using the ghosting method. So here comes the main part of the exercise, drawing the sphere of boxes. For more info on how to do this exercise, you can refer to the Drawabox lessons page where there are written instructions as well as a video by Uncomfortable himself. You can find the links in the description box below. You can see here that I'm using the edges of the middle box as a size reference to draw my next box. In theory, the neighboring boxes are rotated away from the viewer, so the further edge is going to appear shorter than the nearer edge. This gives the box a perspective that is rotated more towards the right than the middle box. I give the box some depth by also drawing the back or inner side, which is smaller than the front side. Like the front side, the back side is also slightly rotated when you compare it to the middle box. After drawing the front and back sides, I join them together by drawing the other remaining edges. Great, so now I've completed one box. Now, I'll use this box as a reference for the next box, which is even further away and rotated at a larger degree. To make this box appear like it's further away, I make sure that the further vertical edge is shorter than the closer vertical edge. And to make it look rotated more, the horizontal edge from the taller to shorter edge should be more slanted when you compare it to the previous box. Make sure to apply the same principles for the back or inner plane. With the second box done, I'll move on to draw the boxes on the remaining three axes. The process I used was exactly the same since I could just rotate the page. The only added challenge is to try to keep the boxes the same size and angle as the ones on the opposite side. That was satisfying. Now I'll start one of the diagonal boxes. It's important to get the first one right so that you can use it as a reference for its neighboring boxes. The nearer three corners are easy to mark out, but for the furthest one, I just estimated a point that is slightly to the left of the bottom right corner and below the upper left corner. Since the edges of the box leading to that corner are shorter than the others, the box will appear like it is rotated to face the top right of the page. I was pretty relieved that the first box looks quite correct because I knew that if this one didn't come out right, it would throw off the entire shape and the sphere wouldn't look like a sphere anymore. Using the same process, I draw in the other 3 closest diagonal boxes. This time, I can use the previous box as a reference to draw the furthest corner. Okay, just 12 more boxes to go. The boxes near the edge of the sphere are getting smaller and smaller. Their perspective is also totally different from the middle box at this point. Like the closer diagonal boxes, the nearer 3 corners are easy to place, while the furthest one requires some estimation. Once again, I put the furthest corner even closer to give the box a more rotated angle, and I repeat this for the other remaining boxes. Ta-da! My completed sphere of boxes. Now I finish it off by shading the inner planes to make sure each box stands out and is less confusing to look at. Doing this exercise took me a whole 50 minutes and my shoulder was really sore at that point, but I was happy with how the whole thing turned out. Alright, now it's time for the last exercise in lesson 1, which is called the organic perspective exercise. So in the last 3 exercises, we drew boxes with a somewhat fixed set of vanishing points. For this exercise, it's going to be a little different. We start by drawing a curvy line, and then we are going to draw boxes through and along this line. First, we will be drawing small boxes to show that they are far away, and gradually increase the size as they get nearer. The way we draw the boxes is by drawing this Y shape on the curvy line. Each branch of the Y is an edge of your box. Complete the box by drawing its corresponding parallel line. It's pretty simple if you start off by imagining where each of the vanishing points are before drawing in the additional line. Here, I'm constantly switching up the orientation of the boxes to keep things organic. Once I put enough boxes on the line, I'll move on to the next panel until I have 2 fully filled pages. And that's it. With that, I've done all the exercises in Lesson 1, lines, ellipses and boxes. From doing these exercises, I learned that I really need to work on my ghosting for both my lines and ellipses. Because drawing straight lines and ellipses are a real pain point for me in my everyday drawings. I'm so used to be making many sketchy lines instead of confident ones, so it's pretty difficult to break that habit. I'll probably be moving on to the 250 boxes challenge for my next video, so please stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching.